Welcome back to Grump's Barn, where today we're going to be carrying on ripping this bloody disco apart so I can trike it. Over the last week or so I've made a bit of progress. Well, nearly 2 weeks now, isn't it? In fact, I've made a lot of progress. So without further ado, let me show you. As you can see, nothing left to the front. The bulkhead is just about sitting here, and part of the bodywork. Yes, the front part of the floor is still there. The rest, as you can see, when I move around here, that's completely gone. It's almost right down to the chassis. I'm hoping today to get this lifted off, which is why, as you can see, I got the crane out. It just has a couple of mounts just under the floor here that are still holding slightly. But as you can see, there's not a hell of a lot of metal holding anything. What a bloody mess. In fact, if we go out here, and have a quick look in at the stables, you'll see the state of the side parts as they came out. Right at the back there is the floor. It all came out as one piece, just about. You can see from that bit there, that's an A-pillar. It was, or wasn't quite. That's an A-pillar and part of a wheel arch. An inner arch, look at that. What a mess. Yeah, as you can see, it was all pretty bad. So yeah, we're nearly there. Once I get this off, then the fun can really start. Because obviously I've got to remove the entire front axle, steering and everything else. Well, the engine and box would come off first, for that. And now obviously I'll be removing the rear axle as well, so I can clean it all up, renew anything that needs renewing on there, give it a good clean, de-rust paint and everything else. And then we can decide exactly what's going to happen with this bloody thing. I know I'm definitely going to be cutting off the rear along this line here, where you've got the cross member there. I'll be cutting off everything beyond that, shorten it down. It may have to be shortened some more, I don't know, as I say, until I get this bloody last bit of body off. So hopefully by the end of today I'll have this off. Apologies for the bad light, but I can't be asked to put the Jenny on at the moment. Not with fuel at bloody £6.50 a fucking gallon. Oh man, that thing takes half a gallon an hour. Yeah, not the cheapest way to provide electricity, but there you go, it works. Right, see what we can do with this. Back in a minute. Well, there we go. Bulkhead is off. Sitting over there, what's left of it. Bloody hell, what a mess. And the chassis actually doesn't look too bad. Oh, blimey, there's some paint there. I've checked most of this over before and it's absolutely fine. Obviously these outriggers will be coming off. Cutting all those off. And I have an idea for these hockey sticks. Whether they'll be any good for it, I don't know, but I have an idea for them. But it is just an idea. It may not work at all. I'll let you know when it comes to it. Because it may be a completely stupid idea, and probably is. God dear. Finally we can see the chassis and it's not bad. Yeah, there's surface rust all over it, but I've been bashing all over the back and I can't find any holes yet. Doesn't mean there aren't any, there probably are. It's going to be a bit of a twat to remove everything from it, because if you look over here, there's a state of all that in there. Bit of a mess. Pleased to find the petrol tank is a plastic one. For once in my life I actually don't mind seeing one of those. Because I have an idea that if it's fine, safe fucking about, I might be able to stick it in this gap here. Don't know till I've tried it, but I might be able to make a cradle there even. Now it's sitting down there hidden under maybe the back seat or something, I don't know. We shall see how it pans out once I've got the rest of this floor off, which is nearly there. I should be having to go out in a minute. Then we can start really fucking about. As I say, the engine and box will be coming off, obviously. Need a fucking good clean up. Some bloody good servicing and stuff. And I've worked out that if I want to be sitting in a decent position to ride it, I'm going to have to come forward. Which means the gear change will be behind me. Which means I'm going to have to make a remote gear change up here. Which will be fun. Especially seeing as the high-low fucking assembly's there. But actually I probably will remove that. Because I'm not going to need it. I'm going to stick it in diff lock and leave it like that anyway. Obviously because it'll only be powering one axle rather than two. And without diff lock it would be fucked. But yeah, we're getting somewhere now. Almost to the bare bones. Yeah, I'm hoping before I leave here today, I'll have that bit off as well. Then I can start cleaning the chassis up a bit. Just a bit. See what I've got. Before I go through removing every bloody thing and getting on with it. And seeing if there is any way to shorten it if needs be. I just don't know if I can be asked for that work. It's going to be so much anyway. We shall see. Right, let's get on. Well, I found some rock. There we go. That was on the end of there, just. So there's one bit I'll have to weld up. That's not a problem. And also, around the other side of that, it's been repaired but not particularly well, so I've cut that patch off and there's another patch on the side here as well. I'll cut all that off and redo it properly. A lot easier to do when you've got no body on top of it. Yeah, so there's a couple of bits that need repair. No doubt there'll be others. It's not too bad so far. Apart from this fucking thing, something's holding it on in the middle. I don't know if I can be asked to even look for that now. Because I've been buggering it about out here for a good few hours. Oh! Oh. Right, yeah, I'm going to call it on this one, I think. This was only a quick catch up anyway. Just to let you know, I am getting on with it. In my usual way. Slowly, but, yeah, slowly. Yeah. We're getting there. So there you go. It's almost down to its bare bones. In the next day or two I'll have this bugger off here. But until then, yeah, I think I'm going to turn the Jenny off in a minute. Go and have a cuppa. I've had enough of fucking about and wrestling with bits of rotten metal for one day. Now before I go, let's just show you the state of this fucking bulkhead that I pulled off. There you go, look at that. There should be footwells there and there. As you can see, there's not a lot left. Everything is just rotten to buggery. But it doesn't matter, because we're not using that. Yeah, the chassis is definitely okay at the front here. All the oil and stuff that's leaked out of it over the years has definitely helped out in that respect. Yeah, so the engine's going to need a complete partial strip and redo. I've got a lot of fucking about to do because I won't be using things like the vacuum pump on there, and won't be using any power steering obviously. I won't be using the turbo. Oh no, I haven't shown you the turbo. It's actually got a fair bit of play on it, so I can't get in there to show you, but this is the wastegate. That is not moving for the fucking world, no matter what you do. Absolutely fucking solid. Not in the slightest bit of movement in that. It's seized. It hasn't moved in a long time, which explains why it had a distinct lack of power. You put your foot down and nothing really happened. But it doesn't matter because that's all coming off. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the rest of this now. Can't wait to start fucking this about, cutting it up, then we'll clean it up first, and then redoing it all ready to make the only discovery trike I've ever heard of. Yeah, why not? There's a lot of work, fuck of a lot, especially when it comes to doing that cutting these off. Got to cut the fucking whole fucking tower and everything off there. Same with these outrigger here and the outrigger that's underneath that. All got to come off. It's going to make the whole thing look a lot slimmer. Unlike me. Yeah, we'll have it done. As I say, I've given myself a year or two to get this done. I'm a realist when it comes to that sort of thing now. Hopefully it'll get done a lot quicker than that, but who knows. It's going to take at least a year, I'm sure, because there's just so much to do and so many bits and bobs to buy. And I haven't got a massive pool of money anymore. Not that I ever had a pretty massive one, but I haven't got a pool of money anymore. So so it's all going to be done here and there, bits and bobs, and on the cheap. And I've also decided I'm going to try and do a bit of steampunky stuff in it, just for the hell of it, to make it look a bit different. I've got a few ideas going around in my head at the moment, but we shall see. Yeah, it's going to be enjoyable, because I can basically do anything I want with this bloody thing. Yay! Because I'm as intrigued as you are to find out how this fucking turns out. I really am. Because I haven't got a fucking clue. But yeah, I'll definitely be cutting this off. Definitely coming off at the where the end of where the tank is now. That'll be the back of it. Yeah, that's almost in line with the wheels. Just wheels will stick a little bit behind. But once you've got guards on those and that, it won't matter. Yeah. Alright then. Well, I better get on and get cleaned up. Tidy everything away and turn this bloody Jenny off. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging on in there, all you people that still are. Looks like we should have some fun together with this. But take care everyone, and I'll see you again very soon when I'll be showing you a nice bare chassis. Well, obviously with all this nice bare rolling chassis, should we say, with the engine box still on it. So I'll see you then. Bye.